Roger Federer is the greatest tennis player ever. He has rewritten the rules on and off the court and enjoys attention and adulation everywhere he goes.
Phenomenal. What he's done is, quite frankly, ridiculous.
But did you know his journey to becoming a tennis legend began as a rather naughty little boy?
He was throwing rackets around, swearing on the court. Oh, he was horrible sometimes.
Or that Federer has built a highly successful global brand created in his own image.
To be able to achieve that, you have to have a lot of success. Hello, come on in.
On the tennis court, Federer's name is synonymous with success. He has won 16 Grand Slams and over $60 million in prize money. He has been world #1 for 285 weeks of his career and has collected awards from all 4 corners of the globe, including a gold medal at the Beijing Olympics. Federer has an unrivaled record.
What he's done is, quite frankly, ridiculous. You know, his consistency, you know, day in and day out. He just brings it each and every day.
Tennis wouldn't be tennis as it is today without Roger Federer.
It's a lot of hard work, you know, a lot of sacrifice, but it's a great tour or life I have, and I wouldn't exchange it, and I would do it all over again.
His understanding of just himself, what he needs, and especially in the big points, you never see him get flustered, never see him get down. It's just, he just has the right mentality to achieve greatness.
When you're a virtuoso, and Roger is a virtuoso of tennis, things always look easy. It's like a pianist when he plays in front of an audience. His hands find their way on their own. But the pianist has worked for years and years to create this virtuosity, and Roger has done the same in tennis.
But Federer didn't put his feet up after achieving success on the court. Using his instantly recognizable personal profile, he has worked tirelessly off the court to create RF, his highly successful global brand.
I guess it's maybe a player's dream to come out of a career and have something lasting for once you're done playing, that maybe other players or kids in the future can maybe play with the RF logo and so forth, like they have with the Air Jordan logo, let's say. I'm happy to see so many fans around the world now wearing RF caps and all the gear, and now they're really able to get all the shoes and, you know, shirts and you name it, caps. And I just think it's nice that they can buy something that really relate to me. I think the logo is really well done, and I really enjoy it, to have something very personal, and I hope it's going to last for a very long time.
But what really sets Roger Federer apart is how he's developed his own instantly recognizable image. His off-court activities alone are estimated to have earned him $40 million last year. This is a champion who even appeals to the elite of the fashion world.
Roger's absolutely a poster boy for Men's Vogue. I mean, he represents everything that the magazine believes in, which is style and intelligence and being the best at what he does.
And that powerful endorsement is echoed in boardrooms across the globe. Luxury goods seek out the Roger Federer effect. It helps sell their products. What's so unusual about Federer is how much he enjoys marketing and promotional work. He's very natural and has fun. This easygoing enthusiasm keeps the biggest brand names coming back for more.
I think it's nice to mix it up. I really enjoy my life, and it's nice to have the great balance between so many things. Obviously, you know, tennis and family are the absolute priorities in my life, but then after that, you know, having great sponsors like the way I have, it's almost not been seen before almost in tennis. To have so many great sponsors for so many years is obviously, you know, a great thrill for me. I'm very proud to be an ambassador for so many great brands, and then of course if we can do some really cool stuff together and shooting commercials, and you know, I enjoy that. I don't think I'm a good actor, but maybe other people think I am, but as long as the result is good and funny, I think that's a good thing.
So, just take the ball, put it on your head, because it's way too sensitive. It's crazy. Can't believe you talk about it. Put the bottle on your head. All right. Make sure you don't move, okay? You guys want to maybe get out of the way, but make sure you don't move, okay? You got it? Alright, thanks, sir. Take it easy. See you later, alright? See you guys. What's next?
Roger Federer is the complete professional on and off the court, but it's been a long journey, one that began as soon as he could stand.
Well, the first memory I can just recall him just loving to walk around with a racket and a ball.
Yeah, he was restless. I mean, he was a boy which he had hell of a life in him, and he actually always wanted to play. He wanted to run around. I mean, mainly wanted to play with the ball.
He used to spend many hours at the tennis ball, just playing, keeping himself busy. And for him, the wall was a great partner. And at the age of 3, he could already spend hours just knocking against a wall or a garage door.
Roger was more like a stroppy Minnie McEnroe than the always composed Mr. Cool we know today. His parents were not impressed.
On court, if it didn't go his way, then of course he did lose his temper and occasionally throw the racket or even cried, or he was highly upset when he did lose a match. He used to, he could cry for a half an hour after a match, which was disturbing for parents, and also behavior on court. And we were never angry at Roger if he lost a match, but we were really always angry at him because of his behavior.
He was horrible sometimes. He was throwing the racket to the net or to the back and swearing on the court. Sometimes we felt really ashamed.
He learned the hard way. He had to hit his head a few times, and I think this is the way you learn by mistakes. And I used to tell him, your bad behavior is like sending an invitation to your opponent and saying, here I am, beat me. I'm really to beat today, so go ahead. I said to him when he used to drive home, I said, well, this guy just understood it because you were sending him an invitation like every 2 games, due to your behavior.
My parents always have had a huge impact, clearly. I mean, I think they're the best parents in the world, like every son thinks they are. I mean, they've been so helpful in my life, as a person and then as a player as well. They were never too pushy, but they were always interested in what I was doing and how well I was doing.
Take a bow, Mum and Dad Federer. In part 2, we'll see how his new family helped Roger become the greatest tennis player ever, what rewards this brought, and we'll reveal Roger's big idea for life after tennis.
And all of a sudden, he became actually much more matured and could concentrate much more on the game and using the energy actually there where he needed it instead of behaving so horrible on the court.
This is a quality I really admire, and especially at his young age, that a person can be like that. But I don't know, that's him. Everybody was telling us this boy was unbelievable, gifted, and he was talented, but we never went beyond that. We always tried to take it step by step. As from the age of 14, he had to do a lot himself. We didn't believe it that he would make the professionals till he beat some of the good players, the top 100, and when he did beat Moya, I think at the age of 18, for us this was a sign that he can make it as a professional.
Ja, gut. Ja, muss schnell etwas machen. Bis bald. Tschüss.
It's clear that family has always played a pivotal role in shaping Federer's life. Soon, the future Mrs. Federer, Milka Vavrinec, entered the frame and became a key part of Roger's amazing journey.
Milka came into the picture, in the year 2000, 2001, and she's been amazing the last 10 years. She's been to basically 95 of all my matches, and it's been such a great support. And now with the kids as well, she's making it work, and she doesn't mind the traveling, and sometimes not seeing me so much because she knows I have to do press, and practice and travel and promotions and so forth. So she's the best wife I could imagine, and without them, I'm sure I couldn't have had the success I have today.
Mirka's a great support for Roger in any way. She understands tennis, she knows what it takes. You're in a new destination every week, and you need to be organized, you need to accept it, and so she's just a great support for Roger. I well believe that we're allowed to take a bit of credit, but we're all to blame.
Roger Federer is grounded within a supportive family life. With such a strong foundation and having enjoyed so much commercial success, it's easy to forget that Roger worked intensely on the court to perfect his tennis, both mentally and physically. It was hard work and sacrifice that made his game.
I think that at some point the player inside him understood what he needed to do athletically and why he needed to do it to help him to become an even better player. I've never seen him in a bad mood in training, not once. His motivation is always stronger than his fatigue.
Although still very much an active tennis player, Roger Federer will be a dead cert for induction into any Hall of Fame and would take his place among an elite group of athletes who really know what it takes to be great.
The relationship I've been able to have with Michael Jordan and obviously now Roger, we're all very similar in the sense that we have this understanding. It's an unwritten rule, kind of unwritten understanding of what it takes to get there, the amount of dedication, the amount of work. People don't realize. You think you just show up and you just play well in slams. Or hours upon hours of work and the sacrifices you have to make to achieve that. I think that's what people don't understand, but the people who have achieved it, they do understand.
But Roger doesn't just play well, he looks good too. Federer applies the same dedication to fashion as he does to everything else in his life.
As a fashion person, obviously, I love the way that he's embraced style on the court, but he's so elegant. I remember when I was with another of his great friends, Nicole Kidman, at one of the US Opens, and she just said he's the most graceful person on court that I've ever seen. I mean, he's like a cat. It's unbelievable.
What happens on the court when he's out there doesn't happen by chance. It's something that he's worked at, he's perfected over the years. You watch his practice sessions, you see how professional he is. He's always there on time, everything's right, everything's neat, everything's tidy. He always looks as though he's just unwrapped everything that he wears out of a fresh package.
Hello, come on in.
The rewards for all his hard work on and off the court are pretty impressive.
We all have our private locker room for the week.
A jet-setting celebrity lifestyle can provide many distractions for a sports star. And luxury and privilege can sometimes dull the competitive edge.
I'm just going out to receive the trophy on center court, so follow me.
So we asked his mum if the rewards of success have changed Roger.
His character, no. But you do change because your environment changes. He's in the position today where he meets anybody, but it hasn't changed him as a character. I found it's just he learns to deal with all these situations very well, and I think you have to adapt yourself accordingly.
Well, what's so charming about Roger is that he's very humble, and when you are in a position to introduce him to, I don't know, a Melania Trump or Nicole Kidman, I mean, he's just totally thrilled. I mean, I remember when I told him Nicole wanted to meet him, he said, well, does she know who I am? So, I mean, there's a very sort of charming, sweet, modest side to Roger there.
Although Federer has dominated tennis for a decade, he retains a core humility that has helped him to cope with celebrity and to develop lasting friendships, even with his rivals.
3, 2, 1.
It's going to be good, I tell you. So, Rafa, do you know what you're going to give me for Christmas yet? Or not?
You know what? I'm going to play an exhibition.
No. He's sweating already, look at him.
I'm gonna come to Switzerland and play an exhibition match.
We're back to square one. Again, how do I start?
I just say that.
So Rafa,
I almost had it. Can you imagine if we had to put and like make a film together? It would probably take like 5 years, you know.
It may look like fun, but the message is serious. Trace Sports can reveal that typically Roger is working hard to shape his life after tennis. His big idea is to make a real difference to the lives of underprivileged children around the world, and Africa in particular. And it's more than a legacy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's about legacy, you know, it's about having the opportunity with the foundation to actually give back to some other people who need it so much more than we do. Maybe early on in your life you don't realize that you can actually be so helpful and so inspirational to other people, and then only later do you realize the power and you have to inspire others to do something, to give money yourself, to create money, with appearances or auction off rackets or you name it what it is. There's always something you can do in my situation right now, and I definitely clearly had the will and the idea and the love to do something for others, and my goal was to do something for children, for an education in Africa.
Roger had the urge to give back something, and this was the reason we actually started the foundation in 2004. And since then we've been very active.
We started just with one project down in South Africa first up, with kids between sort of 8 and 15. And then we had different projects, or I had a field trip to Ethiopia, for instance, last year, and also other countries like Tanzania and Mali and Malawi. So it's been really, really nice to see it grow and to see that I've been able to touch hundreds and almost thousands of lives, really, through just doing something I really enjoy doing. And then clearly I want the foundation still to be around once I'm done playing, because that's something long-lasting. And it's not something I think in the moment. I have to have almost like a business plan to really think ahead of time. How long can I, help these kids to go to school and so forth. I want them to finish school, and those are all, things I really want to achieve as well. That's got not so much to do with the legacy. It's just something I really enjoy doing.
This just gives you an extra boost to just be able to do as much as possible for the less advantaged people, or especially children. And his main concentration is to help with the education of underprivileged children.
What a remarkable journey it's been for Roger Federer. His place in tennis history is assured. His bank balance is more than healthy, and he is loved all over the world. From a racket-throwing boy to unrivaled tennis champion and global brand name, Federer has grown into a man who is motivated to give to those less fortunate than himself. The Roger Federer story is not finished yet.